Why should we go back to the moon? What benefit would it be to stay there? Living on the moon would teach us more about things we know very little about. It's like exploring the ocean. Some of the things learned will have use here on Earth right now.
The most basic reason is that anytime you do something that has not been done before, you learn something. We know how to get to the moon, but we will have to figure out new things to maintain a permanent base.
First of all, we need to get to the moon in a more efficient way than the shuttle. A space elevator, which will allow us to take building materials and living supplies into space easily and playfully, can help us build moon stations with sufficient food and water for human survival. Just press a button and beam us up to space.
Once we get to the moon more efficiently, we can build a research lab to study the planets and solar system. Telescopes, which can be built more powerful, will be able to see more objects in space. Without a layer of air, the planets and stars can be observed anytime, without clouds nor dust particles blocking the view.
Less gravity would allow us to build a rocket that reaches Mars and using less fuel and time. Without the enormous amount of power used to get off the Earth, a moon launch would not even need a rocket.
Less radio distractions. There's a lot of observing being done in radio waves. The Earth is very noisy in that respect. Think of all of the cell phone towers. It will help just being that far away from Earth. Did you know that every planet has its own song? Imagine living in space and hearing the music of these planets and stars without interference as we have on Earth. Imagine how clear the symphony would be. To conclude, it is a good idea to go back to the moon and set up a permanent space station. What we may not need to know now, we may need to know in the future.